Good morning and welcome to my capstone representation. In my capstone representation, basically just showcasing this time lapse of a painting that I was doing, and I started my painting off by doing just a solid purple background. I added some white highlights in there just to sort of just not make it just a plain purple background. Added some like magenta colored clouds later on, but then was kept on changing that over and over. Here is also a painting that I finished a bit ago. It's this painting of a purple hyacinth, and then the rest are just basically my photography work. My capstone was originally supposed to focus on my improvement in art and learning new things. Problem was I didn't enjoy art when I did it as schoolwork. I only enjoyed it when I had random urges to paint or if I wanted to make a present for my friends. So then I just decided to make my capstone anything I found interesting at the time, which I then just ended up branding as things that help my mental health. I decided to do art and photography for certain parts of my capstone because these are things that I used to enjoy a lot, but just sort of started hating doing over time. The gym aspect of my capstone I did because I did want to see my progress and I did really enjoy it and it made me more happy and positive about myself. Only problem was when I recorded myself working out, I paid more attention to camera than the actual workout, so I sort of just stopped recording myself. Then there was cooking, which I've always wanted to try and learn, but never really had the motivation to do until capstone started. I just chose things that made me happy doing them. Here I started working on the dog in my painting, but then realized that I don't really know where the head is going because most of the head is covered by this like glass part that's supposed to show a bear's head. So then I started just going with the blue glass parts first, then doing the dog again later. This capstone was to also sort of use to help me figure out a bit of what I want to do after high school. Like maybe go into art, photography, or maybe even culinary. I thought I wanted to go into art or animation, but then became unsure after realizing I might just enjoy art more of just as a hobby. I wouldn't mind becoming a photographer or chef though, because it is really fun for me. I wasn't really keeping track of any progress for my capstone. At most, I kept track of how much I was eating each day for the gym aspect of my capstone. I enjoyed doing capstone, but also didn't enjoy it at the same time. I like the fact that it pushed me to do these other things that I probably wouldn't have done without capstone, but at the same time, it was just added stress for me for the most part, especially this capstone representation. But that's also my bad too, because I held off on it for too long. As you can see, there was sort of some parts that I didn't record myself at all in, because now there's like flower stems and buds, and I think the bear's head is also there now, and some of the dog's mostly done, and I'm just painting the rest. Those just points where I'd sort of just do the painting at home and didn't record myself at all because it was just felt better for me. Coming up, you're going to be seeing the original drawing that I did for my painting and then the finished product because I did not record myself at all afterwards and just sort of focused and worked on the painting so I wouldn't get distracted with recording whatsoever. Here is also the yearbook that I worked on, all by myself, by the way. Worked on a cover, worked on all 102 pages, and this was basically just for my friend group and just a little thing to give them for when we all go away and move on with our lives after high school. Congratulations, you've made the end of my capstone representation. I did enjoy doing almost everything, and some of the things I did definitely helped me mentally, and I did not mind doing this, and I would actually like to do this again at some point, maybe just for my own self instead of for schoolwork.